Welcome to RMM Help. In this video we provide an overview of stock returns in RMM. Returns are items which we return to a supplier, perhaps because they were faulty or damaged when they were received, and returns decrease your stock holding balance. You may of course be receiving replacements which could then be put back in as adjustments, and that would have the effect of increasing your stock balance. We're going to audit this transaction, and we created a record initially when we put in our opening balances with this new stock item, and as can be seen we've got 8 in stock. They're spread over 2 locations with 4 in each, and here's our transactions of the opening balance, transfers to set them up. We issued as a general requisition, and then we issued to a job. So what we're going to do is we're going to return 3 of these items, so our stock level will go down to 5. That will be equal to the minimum level, so our stock list will show orange, and we'll show how those transactions can be audited. So we'll go back to our stock list, and as with all transactions we take batch transactions, a new batch, and in our batch header we take returns. When we click save, we'll get an automatic batch number here, and if I just move the pop-up form down, you can see that it's batch number 20, and as we add this batch transaction and save it, it will appear down here in our batch scrolling list. In our reference, we can maybe put the original goods received note, or a delivery note, or an explanation outlining the reason for the return, but in any case it's a free format alphanumeric reference, and I'll just say faulty, maybe faulty goods. We know our product is from APC Cardiovascular, and it's a new stock item, and there it is, and as can be seen we've got a stock level of 8. That fills in the cost center and our purchase cost, and we said that we were going to return 3 faulty items, and that then gives us a value of the stock that's going to be decreased in this instance of £60, and then we have to choose which store's location the 3 faulty items were from. So in this case we'll say that they were in the Hull workshops, so we'll choose that. I click on OK, which saves that record. It'll close the form and it pops it into our scrolling list. If we had other returns to do, we could just keep on adding transactions, and if for any reason we needed to modify this record, we've got an edit option here. But I want to confirm this now, so I'll confirm the post. It asks me am I sure, and then confirms it's been done, and our batch numbers now gone to our posted batches. So if I show those, our return is sitting at the top. I can double click on it to see that, and there's my faulty goods. And then the first stage of our audit is to look at the stock list. Now we can see that because that's gone orange, and that is because, if I highlight that line, our stock level is equal to the minimum level, and I'll view that stock item. There's our new stock balance of 5 and our minimum level of 5. When I look in locations, it was the Hull workshop that we reduced the level from 4 till 3, and now when I look in transactions, we've got our opening balance at the top, our transfers to open the Hull workshop stores, an issue as a general requisition, an issue to a job, and here's a return of faulty goods. Let's go back to the main stock list and look at the stock transaction inquiry. If I look at this by supplier, and choose APC cardiovascular. There's my return at the top. If I did this by product item, and it was product item 04, and there's my return at the top. If I did this by transaction type, and our transaction type was return, and there's my 3 faulty goods for APC cardiovascular. We could also do the same thing by date if we wanted to. If I go back to the stock list, we can produce an audit report, highlight the stock item, then run reports, double click on transaction report, and there's my transaction report, the audit, with our return faulty goods at the bottom and our new stock level of 5. I can print this report, or I can save it as Excel, PDF or Word format and email that to a colleague. And that concludes the overview of stock returns in ResMan.